Once upon a time, a few weeks ago, Joe said to Finley, "Hey, isn't it crazy about this crowd strike business? The whole nation is kind of paralyzed and no one can get on a plane." To which Finley replied, "I don't know what you're talking about." And thus, a show was born. A show wherein Joe updates his workaholic girlfriend on all the cool stuff that she missed last week. Welcome to What Weekly. Welcome to What Weekly, wherein I, Joe, wait for Finley to emerge from her work hole so that I may update her on the things that happened this past week. Hello, honey. Hi, how are you? What's up?
Hi.
Honey, there's a new bacteria out there, and I want to tell you all about this new bacteria, okay?
Okay, is it going to kill me?
There's a new hot celebrity out there setting the world on fire, okay?
Wow, all right.
She's from Thailand.
Okay.
Her name is Moodang. Moodang is a hippopotamus. They discovered something actually really interesting about earthquakes, and that is, honey, they make gold. Animals in Australia fall into two particular categories, okay? Category 1, incredibly dangerous animals that will kill you instantly.
Terrifying, yes. Absolutely.
Terrifying, dangerous animals. Category 2, something that looks so ridiculous you can't believe that exists on the planet Earth. Honey, birds. So, Switzerland. So, phonemes. We're going to the Netherlands. I want to take you to the Netherlands right now.
I would love to go to the Netherlands.
I mean, I'm not
Let's
literally
do it.
taking you to the Netherlands. I'm saying the news is taking us to the Netherlands.
One day, Netherlands. So that led me, of course, down the rabbit hole of 17th century Icelandic sorcery.
Nice. Scientists make living mice's skin transparent with simple food dye, honey.
No.
New research. What Weekly? A weekly show for the way too busy. Just look for What Weekly, that's HWAT Weekly, in your favorite podcasting app.
Hi, I'm Jennifer, a co-founder of the Go Kid Go network. At Go Kid Go, putting kids first is at the heart of every show that we produce. That's why we're so excited to introduce a brand new show to our network called The Search for the Silver Lining, a fantasy adventure series about a spirited young girl named Isla who time travels to the mythical land of Camelot. During her journey, Isla meets new friends, including King Arthur and his Knights of the Round Table, and learns valuable life lessons with every quest, sword fight, and dragon ride. Positive and uplifting stories remind us all about the importance of kindness, friendship, honesty, and positivity. Join me and an all-star cast of actors including Liam Neeson, Emily Blunt, Kristen Bell, Chris Hemsworth, among many others, in welcoming the Search for the Silver Lining podcast to the Go Kid Go network by listening today. Look for the Search for the Silver Lining on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts.
And now, listen to this on the Toddcast podcast.
You'll know Canadian Olympic curler Emma Miskew as second on Team Haman, one of our country's best curling teams of all time. They represented Canada at the 18 Winter Olympics. We'll get to more on that in a sec. Emma is a two-time world and four-time Canadian curling champ. It shouldn't surprise you to learn that Emma dominated as a kid, winning 4 straight provincial bantam championships from 2003 through 2006. She won 4 championships while no other curler had even won twice. And when Emma was a guest, we talked about friendship and family, the value of hardship, the training, the camaraderie, the adversities, the ups, the downs. She told her first concert story. We talked about gambling, growing up to the music of the Beatles. She shared the shows that she was binge watching at the time. She even shared a near-death story. And Emma talked about the standout memories of competing at the 2018 Winter Olympics. Listen to this.
I'm lucky enough to have gone before the lockdown year this past year. So I got to go in 2018 in Pyeongchang. It was a very cool experience. Just being there with all the other athletes and being able to be one big team Canada was a very unique experience. Very cool. It was very difficult as well because we were not performing and we had won the year before the Worlds in 2017. We were world champions. So we had a bit of a target on our back, but we also had high expectations going into the Olympics. And we just didn't quite perform at the level that we had the year before. And everyone else was playing so well, and they kind of watched what we did the year before and played really tough against us. So results wise, it was a hard pill to swallow that we weren't going to medal at the Olympics, which was our goal. Like, we wanted to go in there and we wanted to come home with a gold medal for Canada, and to not even make the playoffs was very disappointing. And it was a difficult time because it can taint your Olympic experience. It can put this dark shadow over the Olympics. Every time people would talk about it, I wouldn't want to talk about it because it was this tainted experience. We didn't medal, we underachieved. I don't want to talk about it. So it took a bit of time before I was actually able to be proud of myself, and as a team, proud of what we did. We won the Olympic trials in Canada. That's a really hard thing to do. And we represented Canada at the Olympics. That's also a really hard thing to do. And the fact that we didn't get our ultimate results, we can't control that, but we can still appreciate that whole time and look back with fond memories instead of having it all tainted. So it did take a little bit of time to get there, but I am very proud that we were there. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of the team. I'm proud that we were able to wear the maple leaf on the Olympic stage.
Listen to This on the Toddcast podcast is brought to you by Tedco RV Supplies in Langley, an ICBC-approved repair shop. Visit them on Facebook and Twitter at Tedco RV Supplies.
Talmor, Sheshin Marachi. Talmor is my home. My family have worked the land for generations. My gran says the island does not belong to us, but we belong to the island. And we must be ready, for a great evil is coming, and death follows with it.
Listen and subscribe to the latest season of Undertow, The Harrowing, a Storyglass production presented by Realm, available wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, I'm Jennifer, a founder of the Go Kid Go network. At Go Kid Go, putting kids first is at the heart of every show that we produce. That's why we're so excited to introduce a brand new show to our network called The Search for the Silver Lining, a fantasy adventure series about a spirited young girl named Isla who time travels to the mythical land of Camelot. Look for The Search for the Silver Lining on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm Laura Cathcart-Robbins, and I'm the host and creator of Only One in the Room podcast. Every week, my co-host Scott Slaughter and I invite you to join us for an hour and lose yourself in someone's incredible Only One story. We talk to the realest of real people, dealing with issues like infertility, addiction, human trafficking, and body shaming. Oh, and we want to be fair, so we talk to some celebrities too. Oscar winners, New York Times bestselling authors, supermodels, and even the most decorated U.S. Winter Olympian. Everyone is invited to share their Only One story with our listeners. This podcast is for anyone who has ever felt alone in a room full of people, which is to say that this podcast is for everyone. Download Only One in the Room wherever you listen to podcasts today.